Assalamu alaikum, everybody. So, today we are going to continue with the topic of Bloom's taxonomy, and we will look at the second domain. Before we start with that, let's do some warm up activity. I'll be asking some questions from you. I want you to just give it a thought and come up with some answers. Let's start. So I'll be asking the first question that would be related to your personality. What shapes your personality? You have 30 seconds to think about it. All right, very good. So keep the answers with you. What shapes your personality? It could be you're loyal, you're honest, you're sincere, you value time, you're disciplined, things like that. Moving forward, I'll be asking you the next question that is related to your character. And the question is share any one quality of your personality and character that makes you perfect or you have instilled it in yourself with great effort. Think about it. You have 30 seconds and then try to write it somewhere or recall it. All right. So the answer could be that you're social. That is one characteristic of yours that stands out and makes you perfect. It could be a very friendly, it could be you're generous, you're kind, caring. Okay, moving forward. What values are given to you by your parents, family, or home? You have 30 seconds to think about it and come up with the answer. So I hope you have thought about your answers. So it could be respect, like we have to respect our elders, we have to greet them, um, we have to follow the instructions given by our parents, we have to be obedient. So there are so many more other things that we get from our parents. Let's see what is next. What morals have we grasped from our religion? All right, this is very interesting. Our religion has taught us so many things, definitely. Um, our religion tells us about the complete code of life. Each and everything is included in it. So think about it for a second and note it down somewhere. Like I would like to share one example for it and then I'll move forward that we need not to lie. We have to speak the truth no matter what the situation is. So this is a religion that tells us. Um, what have you learned or learning from your surrounding as you are growing older? Oh my God. Think about it. You'll come up with answers. We're learning so much indeed. As we are growing older, each day we learn something new from our surrounding. Like, for example, you need not to be too much sharing about your personal stuff with others. You have to set your boundaries. Um, You have to be more disciplined, things like that. Moving forward. So, what I have done so far, I have made you think about certain things associated with your emotions, your social surrounding, and your morals. So, moving forward, today we are going to look at the second domain, that is effective. And you can see it in the picture that it is associated with heart, what we feel. So here you can see the introduction. Bloom's taxonomy's second domain, the affective domain, was detailed by Bloom, Krathwohl, and Marcia in 1964. The word came from Latin word affectus and it means feelings, right? Affective domain includes the manner in which we deal with things emotionally, such as our feelings, values, appreciation, enthusiasm, motivation, and attitudes. The five major categories are listed from the simplest behavior to the most complex. Like cognitive objectives, affective objectives can also be divided into hierarchy. And this hierarchy will definitely be dealing with emotional development, and emotional, what we have: basic emotions, self-conscious emotions, attachment, temperament, personality, self-concept, self-esteem. Then we have social development, we have relationships, social competence, we have moral development, and we will see moral reasoning and morality in it. So let's see how it actually functions and how it actually works. Here in this tree, or you can see the branch like structure that we have here. So the very first thing I want you to see on the right side, right top of the slide, that is receiving. You know what the very first thing is we receive. Uh, for example, there is a child who is young, and the child adapts, learns everything from his surrounding. Whatsoever is going on there, the kids they pick up the stuff from there. So receiving starts from there, and it can start from listening. It can be the awareness that is given to us as a child, or the attention that we give to something. So receiving is the very lowest level of affective domain. Then after receiving something in the second level, what we all start doing, or the kids around us, or the students start doing, they start responding to that stuff. Like they start participating, they react towards it, they get activated towards it, they get motivated towards it. So, this is the next level, that is the second level of effective domain. Then, the third level is valuing. Valuing is you start valuing that stuff, whatsoever you have received. For example, let me give you the example, and I'll be explaining it further in the upcoming slides as well. You receive it from your parents that you have to speak the truth from very early age. So you receive it, you respond towards it, and you start valuing it. Like, yes, it is worthy. You accepted it, and you make a commitment in yourself that, yes, I have to speak the truth no matter what the circumstances are, wherever you are, and you will always try to speak the truth because this is the value that you have received. Then you start organizing it. You start retaining it, you relate with it, you compare it, you synthesize it, and then at the end you can see that it becomes part of your personality, your character, that is characterizing. And see, it becomes part of your value system. Okay, truth, speaking truth is part of my value system. Then it shows in your behavior, right? It, like, you can see the further branches of it: consistent, pervasive, then predictable, unique, and then it becomes part of your personality, your character. and you make adjustments, personal, social, and emotional accordingly. I hope it is clear and it is very interesting. So you can see here also the same thing is defined. It refers to receiving, it refers to students' willingness to attend to particular phenomena of stimuli, that is receiving. Then responding, it refers to active participation on the part of the student. At this level, the child not only attends to a particular phenomenon, but also react to it in some way. So you start responding, receive and respond, and then you start valuing it. It is concerned with the worth or value a student attaches to a particular object, phenomenon, or behavior. Then organization. It is to relate the value to those already held and bring it into a harmonious and internally consistent philosophy. You start organizing it, and then it becomes part of your characterization. The individual has a value system that has controlled his or her behavior for a sufficiently long time for him or her to develop a characteristic, a lifestyle. Isn't it interesting? I have found it very, very interesting. So I've given you this example of speaking truth. It could be how to be kind, how to be gentle, how to be honest, how to be loyal, how to learn the art of time management, how to be disciplined, how to be mm, faithful. Everything comes in it. Like that is part of our personality and that is part of our value system and that lifestyle that we follow. So moving forward, like I shared the verbs with you for the first domain, cognitive domain. I'll be sharing some verbs for this level also, this domain also. Let's see that. So this is again the hierarchy of 5 levels mentioned here: receiving, responding, valuing, organization, and then characterization. So here you can see the action verbs for receiving: observe, be conscious, realize, attend, and listen. For responding, we have the action verbs comply, obey, look, respond, prefer. For valuing, we have the action verbs feel, participate, enable, initiate, examine. For organization, we have the action verbs form, judgment, relate, weigh, crystallize, and regulate. For characterization, we have the verbs ready, change, view, approach, and arrive. I hope that you have learned this topic well and there isn't any confusion left in it. And while teaching your students, you will keep this in your mind that how you're going to introduce a certain value while teaching to your students in the class and how it is going to become the part of your students' personality and how you can increase the level from the lowest to the highest, right? So, inshallah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.